Hi, you're welcome to another exciting episode of the Olah Show, and today we're filming all the way from Los Angeles, California. My guest for today is amazing. You really need to meet her. She's multi-talented. She's an actor, she's an artist, she's a homemaker. She's also the creator and the presenter of the Handyman reality TV show. When we get back, you get to know who my guest is for today, where we get to find out more about her, what she does, what drives her, and why she does what she does. It's the Olah Show. The show continues in a bit. You're welcome back. I told you my guest for today is an amazing person, and yes, she's none other than Janell Inez.
Hello.
Hi.
My spirit fingers.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you so much for having me on the show.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
How have you been?
I've been fantastic.
Okay. So before we talk about the Handyman show, we're going to talk about every other thing you do. You're an artist. How do you even do that?
I don't know. I don't. I mean, I'm a spirit-led soul.
Okay.
So I do exactly what I want to do. When I was growing up, my mom was very strict.
Okay.
Very strict. So I didn't hang out at the malls. I didn't spend the night over girlfriend's house ever.
Uh-oh.
Hola. Ever.
Sounds like the typical Nigerian mom.
Okay. So all we did was do crafts. Okay. So I sewed, I did macrame, I crocheted, we made things, I painted things. Every summer we would paint the backyard, the fence, and this wood furniture that we would get. It was a big thing on the East Coast.
Okay.
So that's what I grew up knowing to do. That's what brought me pleasure. You know, what you do is what you love.
Yeah.
And you don't really embrace that until you get older, but that's what you're doing when you're a kid. So that turned me into, when I went to college, I decorated my room like it was my spot, not my dorm room. And some of my friends wanted me to do their room, so I did that. I had my first experience with tools and really understanding what I'm doing.
Okay.
In college, when I put up a bookshelf in an old house that wasn't drywall, it was plaster. I had no idea what anchors were.
Oh.
And that's what goes into the drywall or into plaster to help secure the nail or screw into the wall. Didn't have those. My bookshelf was fly though, girl. Yes. I had painted it. It was like 4 shelves. I had all my school books. I was like, this is that, that is that. It's gonna go over here. It was nice. Came home, all on the floor.
Uh-oh.
Big holes in the wall.
Whoa.
I mean, just a mess.
Uh-oh.
So from there, well, when I went to the hardware store and I said, how can I get this bookshelf up on the wall? And that's when I learned about anchors. So what I learned was that even though you love to do something and you innately know how to do it, you aren't an expert just because you love how to do it. All y'all experts out there on Instagram. I'm just saying, I'm not hating, I'm just saying, learn your craft. So I started learning.
Okay.
And what I found out as my passion and love for what I do started to grow was that my great-great-grandfather was a builder.
Oh, wow.
He was a contractor. So everybody wants to know, oh, where did this come from? Where did this come from? Like it's in my genes. I was born with it. My grandmother, my mother's mom, had 6 siblings. My grandfather, his father, her father, built every house for all of her children.
Whoa, that's nice.
Yeah, so that's the house that my mother grew up in, and so on and so forth. And so that became a love of it. And then, so with that, just inherently, you know, and then all the things that my mom taught me. Okay. So I'm really who I am because of my mother.
It runs in the blood.
It runs in the blood. As much as I hated her, right, for not letting you hang out with your girlfriends, go to the mall, not let you wear red Converse, which I wanted to wear. I know that was years ago, and I'm still feeling a certain way about it because I brought it up. I know. But it molds us into who we are as adults. So I am very appreciative to the things that my mother have taught me. Our walls were never white.
Okay.
They were always always colorful. Being in my room as a little girl was the happiest place on the planet for me. The happiest. So, because I was able to create.
Okay.
And you create in, some people can create in chaos, and that's a gift, right?
Yeah.
And I can create in both, but I create in silence. So I like to be by myself a lot, so that I can think, so that things that can come into my spirit, and so that I can do. So the artwork, if I think it, I do it.
Okay.
And I don't have to be the first. Like, you don't have to be the first person to do something to be great at it. You know what I'm saying? Mockery is the sweetest form of flattery.
Yeah.
You know, we've been on this planet for I don't know how many years. You know what I mean? Decades, centuries, whatever comes first. Because math ain't my thing, y'all. Somebody has done it.
Yeah, true.
Somebody has done it, you know, in some shape, form, or fashion. So I just do a lot of everything. Those are my gifts. My girlfriend, Tangi, she calls me Slash. She doesn't even call me my name. I was like, they're like, why do you call her Slash? Like, she literally calls me Slash.
Why?
So she says, because I can sew slash, cook slash, do hair slash, do artwork slash, do construction slash, do tile. Come on, you know it's a song.
Yeah.
Do this slash, do that slash, hey! Slash. So that's what I do. And I learned that because I'm so passionate in it, the more things I'm able to do.
That's good.
You know? And I'm about multitasking. We grew up, my dad worked.
Okay.
My mom didn't work when we were growing up. We didn't want for anything, but my mom was on a budget.
Okay.
You know, so I'm not a frivolous person. We gave things a second life.
Oh, that's
we were
good.
into reincarnation, honey. You know, that bottle gets thrown away for this. Oh, no. We're going to use you. We're going to give you another life.
Yeah.
I'm going to elongate your life and create you in this way. And that's how I'm able to save money, do more things for my kids that they want to do, opposed to spending so much on this. You know, I could be driving down the street and see something on the side of the road. I got to get that. I'm going to need it for something. And usually I do. You know, I am not a hoarder. Like, if you look around.
Exactly, I was going to ask you that.
I do not hoard at all. Like, I can't, like, everything has its place. So I'm just a creative soul who has embraced it. And everybody in my life knows it. So I do so many things for so many people that are good friends, people that I just meet. I met a lady at the Home Depot a couple of months ago. Yeah. She was trying to get paint. It was just all wrong. So I was like, listen, I'm an interior designer. This is what you need to do. Boop, 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 boop. I was like, let me just come to your place and just look at it so I can, like, lay it out for you. You would do that for me? Absolutely. Listen, we are on this earth to bless people.
True.
Not to bless ourselves.
Yeah.
You're here to bless me.
Exactly.
I'm here to bless you.
True.
I'm here to bless you, and vice versa. And the cycle continues. I went to her house. I taped off all the places where her furniture should go. And I was out of there. I was there for like an hour. You can't give an hour of your time to somebody who you know about to mess up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Her couch was too big, though.
Okay.
Her couch was too big for her little teen space. Her couch was too big. And I told her, because I could not leave about it there and not let her know. Next time you buy a couch, take into consideration this small little space. So that's what I do, and that's what I love doing.
So when you're creating your artworks, what comes to your mind? What inspires you?
So my artwork is energy.
Okay.
It is your energy. It's my energy. It's the frequency in which you're vibrating on when you're with me.
Okay.
You know, so it's more conscious artwork. All of my artwork you have a personal connection to the artwork that I'm going to create for you. I feel like anything that anybody does, an energy is connected to it. So you should be careful what you put in your house. You should pay attention to a piece that you're buying. And if it doesn't speak to you, like, you really should leave it there, because we are all energy. Everything is energy. So that's what my artwork is about, your story, you know, and being able to reflect on what your story is and why, you know, the growth of it, where you've come, where you're going, how much further you need to go. And it's a reminder of that. You know, it's like that things to do list. Kind of like that's chaos. Chaos is a things to do list. And then there's vibrations, which is creating a memory that means something to you, or whether it's personal, whether it's with someone else. It could be your dog, because some people don't have kids, and they dress their dogs up like their kids. I know you guys out there do that. I don't know, do they do that in Nigeria?
No.
Let me tell you about what they do up in LA.
It doesn't happen in Nigeria.
Let me tell you, they dress them dogs up.
Yeah, I
like
see that a lot
kids.
on TV shows, and they're like, okay, is this just for the TV, or this is what happens real time?
It's real time. It's real time. But you got to appreciate it to a certain degree. We all, I don't think it's anybody on this planet that doesn't have a mental health issue to some degree. Let's just be honest. It don't matter how big it is. It doesn't matter how small it is. We've all been through something that is affecting us mentally and emotionally. So if you can't have kids, or you don't want kids because they talk back and they don't clean up after yourself, listen, you entitled to that. Them dogs, they do what you tell them to do. You know, most of the time, if you invest in them. So you still have to invest. So a dog barking, a cat meowing, your unborn child's first heartbeat. I am so interested and anxious of doing one of a couple making love. And then putting that on the bed. Like, can you imagine walking into your room, like your husband is out of town, right? You can't get to him, but there it lies, his vibration on the wall. It's like,
that's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? It's energy, you know? So you hear it in your mind. You can hear my voice because you've heard it before. I don't need to be there for you to hear it. You don't need to close your eyes to hear it. It is there because your brain sees, not your eyes, your brain. Right? So, and it remembers everything. So to be able to remember something and actually see the vibration of it, something that is so heartfelt to you, you know, your deceased mother's last words to you on a message that you've recorded, and oh my goodness, now you've lost the phone, and so you don't have that anymore, but you've got it in this artwork, you know? So it's connected pieces, and I think that energy is important, and good energy is important, and we need to be reminded of that, and that is what I am providing.
That's good.
Thank you.
So do you at any point in time think you're going to be making mass-produced artworks?
I was just talking to someone about I would love to do more. Here's what it can't turn into. It cannot turn into bogging me down and being so overwhelmed. Because I'm putting that energy into the work that I'm doing. I don't want to do that. So I am selective on clients that I choose and how many I choose. The ones that are in the wall, I'm in that person's home, you know what I mean? So my energy has to be right because I'm in their space. So I don't know how mass, like I am the only one that can do it. Because if you tell me your story if you're trusting me to share your life with me with the line that's called chaos. And chaos is not a bad thing. Chaos is an amazing thing. Like if you don't have some chaos in your life, you're not living. You know what I mean? You're just not living. It's what you do with that chaos.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's how you manifest that chaos into something so amazing, because all things are good.
Yeah.
Whether it feels good or not, all things are good. So when I go into a home and have a conversation with you about your life, your journey, I'm recording that, and when I'm working, my movement reflects that.
That's good.
You know, and I use different shapes and figures and lines that that express that journey, that personal journey. And I have the client sign a waiver, and the waiver is for me, that I will not repeat or share their information with anyone, because it's their personal business. You know what I'm saying? It means just as much to them as it means to me, or it means just as much to me as it means to them. So I respect that, and I acknowledge that, and I don't ignore that. I want people to feel safe, you know, because I think a lot of us don't open up about what we've been through, especially as children, because what we've been through as children is what molds us into who we are as adults.
Sure.
You know, so and sometimes that programming, that's our subconscious, you know, and we're living in that opposed to living and existing in our consciousness, which is on a happier, higher frequency, you know. So that is what my artwork is about. I love that. It just happened. It just happened.
That's really amazing. So how are you able to juggle everything with raising the kids and running a home?
Time management is everything. Everything. And your state of mind is everything. Because at the end of the day, all anybody wants to do is their best.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? And if that is your primary goal, to do your best and to be your best, whatever you get done is good enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I move in that vibration of, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I need to get accomplished. And if I don't accomplish it, what I know without a shadow of a doubt is that I did my best.
Yeah.
And so I'm good with that. So I juggle things. I could do a million things, and everything gets done because I pride myself on getting it done. Like you don't understand how excited I get when I accomplish something that in the beginning of the day seemed impossible, right? And you get to the end of the day,
I know
and it's
that
like,
feeling.
you know,
I know that feeling.
It's the absolute best.
Yeah,
and it
true.
doesn't matter how much or how little it is. You know that you did your best.
True.
Because I ain't giving nothing but my best. So I don't expect anything less. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a state of mind. It's all in how you choose to perceive how you're moving forward in the things that you're doing in your life. So that's how I'm able to do this. And that's with the kids, all of their activities. I have 3 kids. Baseball, basketball, soccer, violin.
That's interesting.
School, homework. I mean, the list goes on and on. But I still have to be able to make everything happen in the time frame that I'm given.
Yeah.
You know, even though there is no such thing as time, but we do live in a world where people do acknowledge time.
Yeah.
So it can either make you either more responsible or less responsible. You know, it's a preference.
So you're also a model and an actor. What is it like for colored women in Hollywood?
It's hard, like it is for colored women anywhere in work, you know, but
You want to take
some people say they don't see color. You have to see color, right? Because color does exist. But when I go into a room, I don't see color.
Okay.
Because I know they claim they don't see color. So when I go in, I am just me. I just do me. It's all I can give you is me.
Yeah.
I don't go in there as a black woman first. I go in there as a woman first, period. Because you're going to choose white, black, Asian, Latino, I don't know. But I'm going to give you the best version of me that you weren't expecting. So that's my mentality. I have booked over 150 national commercials.
Fantastic.
Because I show up being just me.
Good.
Those people, they don't know what they listen. They don't know what they're looking for until you walk into the room. They don't
True.
know. They don't know.
True.
You know? And heck, sometimes you don't know what you looking for until you walk into the room.
Yeah.
You know? You can't put these preconceived notions of what you think something is or how you think they want you to act when they don't know. Just live organically.
Yeah.
But so many people are so uncomfortable with being themselves. You know what I'm saying? That can be a little tricky. It ain't tricky for me, but what you see is what you get. What you see
Obviously.
is what you get. Yes. So I cannot wait to show you some little handyman things that I do.
Yeah.
You see the artwork in the back, so that's the artwork and through there. But I'm going to show you 3 things.
Okay.
2 things in the kitchen, and then 1 thing that's just something that I picked up off the side of the road and just kind of threw together.
So guys, she's going to be taking us through some of the things she does with Handy Ma'am. She says she has 3 projects to take us through today, and I can't wait. It's still the Olah Show. The show continues in a bit. Welcome back. It's still the Olah Show, and I still have Janell, the Handy Ma'am, here with me, who's going to be taking us through this first project for today. Janell, what are you doing today?
First, let us toast.
Yeah. Cheers.
Here's to finding something on the side of the road and making something fabulous. Nice. Okay, so this is a crate that I found on the side of the road. I am going to turn this into a bed platform for a twin bed. I need an extra sleeping space. Instead of them sleeping on the mattress on the floor or an uncomfortable cot, I'm going to build this bed. This is some leftover 2x4 that I had from a previous job that I've cut into 12-inch posts that I'm going to attach to this with these screws, these 4-inch screws. And I'm going to use my compact drill. Now there are 2 types of drills, a regular drill, compact drill. This is my favorite right here. Compact drill is what you use to put in screws. They help you put the screw in and not warp the screw. It will stop exactly when it's supposed to. You don't want to put your drill bit in this compact drill. This is only for screwing in, okay? This is for drilling and screwing, light work stuff. Like when you get something that you are putting together that says use a screwdriver, not a drill, you can use this because it's not as powerful as this, right? So I'm gonna drill a hole and then I'm gonna screw in, all right? So you see where this screw right here is going to go into this post about 1 inch from the top. That's what you want. If you only had that much, it wouldn't be enough. So when you get in and out of that bed, it could come apart. Give yourself a 1/2 inch or 1 inch and you're good to go. Perfect. Don't you just love it when a plan comes together, Olah?
Yeah.
Pre-drilling isn't always as necessary when you've got this compact.
Okay.
Drill. Because it's going to keep going in no matter what. Look, that leg is on there. And it's not going anywhere, right?
This looks good.
So all of my ladies out there who are afraid of a tool, let me tell you, the tool is your friend. The tool is just, look, what does this look like? If it wasn't a tool, it'd be a blow dry, right?
Yeah, it looks like a blow dryer.
You know, it's the same thing. Don't be afraid of it. It is your friend. Because sometimes when you got stuff that you need done, your man may not be there. Or maybe you can't afford for somebody to come in and fix it. You gotta know how to do these things yourself. Because sometimes people come into your house and tell you they need to do this, that, and the other, and they lying.
True.
They taking your money,
Yeah.
right? But if you know how to do it yourself, then you don't ever have to worry about being taken advantage of.
Yeah. Good.
And she's done. That's simple. That took like what?
5 minutes?
5 minutes, 8 minutes, definitely not 10 minutes. You know, I've got a nice secure frame. Now watch this, hold on. We chilling.
Bravo.
I'm comfortable.
Nice.
I got my cocktail.
Yeah, I'm gonna get mine.
That's how we do.
Cheers to the
You are
handyman.
officially a handyman. You've been handyman.
All right, so what's the next task?
Next task, in the kitchen. In the kitchen we go.
Okay guys, it's still the Olah Show and I still have Janell the handyman here who's going to teach us the next thing that she has on her plate. So
Yes, so we have moved into the kitchen. So these are just a couple of hacks that I'm gonna share with you guys that's gonna make your life easier. And we are double lifing with this. So we got our water. I'm gonna dump this out. We are going to cut this bottle. I'm gonna puncture it.
okay, I was gonna ask you how with the scissors. So what are you going to do with this part?
I'm gonna show you what I'm going to do. It's magical.
Curious.
Okay, so we all have packages that we open up, right?
Yeah.
And that whether it's chips, whether it's morsels, whether it's rice packages, and then it's stale.
Couscous, the whole lot.
Couscous, exactly. So we're gonna cut off because we don't have that much in here.
Okay.
So we're gonna cut some of this off because we don't need it.
Okay.
Boom. How you doing? We're gonna put it through this way. Right. We're gonna bend it over. Can you see? Get your cocktail out the way, girl. So did y'all see that? You see I cut it? I put this through the bottom.
Oh.
You know what's happening here?
Yeah.
Doesn't that excite you?
Whoa, that's nice.
And then you screw it on. And look at that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry
Really
about your
cool.
stuff getting stale anymore. Especially potato chips and snacks and stuff like that. Chips, you know, morsels and stuff like that, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so this next one is one of my favorite. Like, you like boiled eggs, right?
Yes.
You know when you boil an egg
Yeah.
and you go to peel it, whether you're gonna eat just a boiled egg or you want it for a salad.
So,
Peeling it is such a hassle.
yeah.
So, you just peel off this part. You don't worry about the rest. See how some of that stuff is still stuck on there?
Yeah.
All right. It's your egg.
Okay.
Okay, it's nobody else's egg. It is your egg. So this is why you can do this.
Okay.
Or it's your husband's egg or your child's egg.
Okay.
All right.
Whoa. Whoa.
Not a shell
Whoa.
left on that egg.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm gonna try this. I'm definitely gonna
Now,
try this.
You may have a little shell around your mouth.
Wow. I hope you've learned something because I have learned a lot. Alright, it's still the Olah Show and it's karaoke time with Janell doing This Is How We Do It. Here we go. This is how we do it.
Oh, it's party time.
This is how we do it.
Straight up, coming from the west side.
This is how we
We
do
ain't counting the
it.
west side. Oh, geez. Got the flavor.
This is how we do it.
Monty. Nelly.
This
the
is how we
handyman.
do it. Yo.
That's a mess.
Amazing. Well done. Well done. Thank you so much. Oh, Bell Beat the Bow, y'all, part 2. We poisoned. Roll the credits. Yo.